goes the attack. Tadej Pogačar now starts to up the tempo. The signal was there, and he's already opening up a few meters. Coming across to him is Carapaz. He's just disappeared up the road, and Carapaz is with him, and Carapaz is suffering to stay on the wheel as Pogačar now ramps it up again. Look at the face of Richard Carapaz. He's hauling his way to the top of La Redoute, but the gap is there just a little bit. Can he stay there, or is Pogačar just going to ride away? Carapaz is right on his limit. He's just ridden away from everyone. The Slovenian superstar Pogačar wins his 6th monument of his career and his 2nd Liège, Bastogne-Liège. Pogačar has destroyed the opposition today.
And then a disaster for Tadej Pogačar, or it could have been. He went down, he was okay, all that caused by a front wheel puncture. There would be no panic from Pog, as his team really got to work. UAE Emirates were looking mightily strong once again. 4.5 kilometres remained, hardest section out the way, and Pogačar zoomed off the front. O'Connor and Tadej Pogačar turning up to the Giro d'Italia, having his own Europa moment, pulling on the Maglia Rosa and winning a stage. Amongst all of the accomplishments, he'd be there to complete the Grand Tour trio of stage wins at each of the big. There were 15 kilometres left for Tadej Pogačar when he took off out of an ever-thinning general classification group. Already a 3-time winner on the Giro so far. A very healthy gap of 3 minutes 41 going into this stage. Pogačar found some traffic on his way and was quickly opening time. He had almost a minute on Thomas Martinez and the rest at this point. Martinez already back in the rest of the GC group. Tana, the Giro winner 10 years ago. Pogačar, the new generation. The baton being snatched away. The Giro had gone back to its roots with this stage. A horribly long mountain stage. So many meters of climbing. Pogačar started it with a simple plan. He executed it to perfection. The Slovenian fans cheered on. He flew the flag for their nation. A gap of 20 seconds over Quintana going into the final kilometre. He's riding, beastly riding, on a beastly stage by a mammoth of a rider. Pogačar, 6 kilometres remained when Tadej Pogačar took off. 5.5 k's from the top, and then a long descent to the finish. He closed the gap around 40 seconds when he went very, very quickly, and he'd soon pull half a minute out from the chasers. Gaps were developing over the final summit, the last of the Giro giants conquered by the main man from Slovenia. Here he was, all alone, as cool and calm as you like. The winner, the entertainer, Pog in pink and perfect. And barring incident or accident on the roads of Rome, Tadej Pogačar will win the Giro d'Italia by almost 10 minutes. A 6th-stage win for him in a single Giro. That's more than even Eddie Merckx. 81 kilometres to go. Make a note of that number, because Tadej Pogačar, who went on a 50-kilometre solo raid 2 years ago, has taken off, and nobody can match his power. It's a long way to the finish here in these epic, as you described, Dan Lloyd, biblical conditions.
It's a long way to go. Doesn't matter who you are, even if you are Pogačar, 81 kilometres on your own is an awful long way to go solo.
Pogačar with a performance for the history books. A chance to celebrate, realise what he'd done, and after he climbed Via Santa Caterina smiling, the place where normally it's a launch pad for those to really take their career to the stratosphere. He'd already done that previously